New York City, the city that never sleeps, a place where dreams are made and sometimes broken. But long before the skyscrapers, the yellow taxis, and Times Square, this island had a very different story. 400 years ago, before it was called New York, this land was home to the Lenape people. They lived along the rivers, fished in the harbor, and called this island Mannahatta, the island of many hills. The bustling streets we know today were once forests, streams, and quiet trails. In 1609, an Englishman sailing for the Dutch, Henry Hudson, arrived in the harbor. His journey opened the door to European colonization. By 1624, the Dutch had built a small trading post here. They called it New Amsterdam. It was a place of trade, tolerance, and opportunity, a spirit that still defines the city. Legend has it the Dutch bought Manhattan from the Lenape for goods worth about $24. But the Lenape likely saw it as a shared land agreement, not a sale. This misunderstanding would shape centuries of change. In 1664, the English arrived with warships. The Dutch surrendered without a fight. New Amsterdam became New York, named after the Duke of York. The city grew steadily, a mix of cultures, languages, and ambitions. It was already becoming a global crossroads. When the American colonies rebelled against British rule, New York played a key role. George Washington fought here and lost Manhattan to the British. But in 1783, when the war was finally won, Washington triumphantly returned. New York was briefly the first capital of the United States. The 1800s brought massive change. Ships from around the world filled the harbor. Millions of immigrants arrived through Ellis Island. Irish, Italians, Germans, Jews, Chinese, and many others came with hope in their hearts. They built neighborhoods, communities, and a unique cultural mosaic. The Statue of Liberty, dedicated in 1886, welcomed them all. By the early 20th century, New York was booming. The subway opened in 1904. Skyscrapers like the Empire State Building touched the clouds. Wall Street became the financial center of the world. Harlem became a cultural powerhouse during the Harlem Renaissance, giving rise to jazz, poetry, and new voices of freedom. But the city faced dark times too: the Great Depression, crime waves, and the tragedy of September 11, 2001. Each challenge left scars, but also showed the strength of New Yorkers, a strength built on diversity, resilience, and unity. Today, New York City is home to over 8 million people from every corner of the globe. It's a capital of art, finance, fashion, technology, and ideas. From Central Park to Broadway, from the Bronx to Brooklyn, it remains a symbol of opportunity. New York is more than a city. It's a story, a living, breathing history written by generations who dared to dream. And its greatest chapters are still being written every single day.